Welcome to the Jill on Money podcast. It is the weekend, Saturday, April 10th, and we have so many questions that we're blowing off our guest this week. I know some of you love having the guests on the weekend. Some of you love having the questions every single day. We're trying to mix it up a little bit. Got some good guests that are coming up, so it should be a lot of fun. We want to get to your questions as quickly as we possibly can. And to that end, send us your financial questions at this email address, askjill@jillonmoney.com. If you're on our website, the jillonmoney.com website, hit the contact button and you will actually get to send us a note. Now, either way that you contact us, if you want to join us on the air and you want to hear Mark's voice, let us know that. That is what Andrea did. She's on the line from Minnesota. Hi, Andrea. How can we help you out?
Hi, Jill. I have a question regarding how I should be investing my 401k.
Okay.
At my company, we have the option to do either a Roth 401k or more the traditional 401k, which is pre-tax dollars, and I'm just not sure what's the best bet for me.
Andrea, tell me a little bit about yourself. How old are you?
I'm 35. I'm married. My husband's also 35, and we have a 2-year-old with another one coming any day.
Oh my God. Are you going to name her Jill if it's a girl or Mark if it's a boy? Okay. And how much do you guys earn together?
$280,000.
Oh, that's very interesting. Because, I'll tell you why it's interesting. You would normally be precluded from using a Roth for just a plain old Roth IRA because your income would push you out of that ability, right? So that's one good reason, perhaps, to maybe use the Roth 401k. And if everyone's listening, I know we talk about this, just like a reminder, the Roth means you pay the tax today, and whatever is left, you put into your retirement account, this Roth 401k or Roth IRA. It grows without taxes. When you pull it out later in retirement, there's no tax due. With a traditional, you get the tax deduction today, and you then have to pay tax when you withdraw it later on. Okay, so Andrea, let me ask you 2 more questions. Your husband, does he also have a retirement account?
Yes, he does.
And what does he use? A traditional or a Roth?
He only has the option for a traditional through his employer, through their 401k, and then he contributes to a traditional IRA.
Okay.
As well.
So a non-deductible IRA.
Yeah.
Okay. So how much money's in your IRA, your 401k right now, and what is it in the Roth or in the traditional?
So combined for both of us, we have $64,000 in either Roth 401k or IRA assets, and we have $223,000 in either just regular 401k or traditional IRA assets.
Okay. I'm going to say for you, I think it's a great idea for you to actually use the Roth. And the reason is that, look, I don't know really where tax rates are going in the future. None of us can figure that out. But I think the idea of having a bunch of money that has already been taxed could be a really good benefit for someone in your situation. Got many, many years before you're going to access these funds. Some of the money, as you said, because your husband doesn't have a choice, is going to be subject to those required minimum distributions. But it would be nice for you to have a bunch of money that's not going to be subject to those required minimum distributions. So I'm going to vote for the Roth, at least for right now. And tell me, are you guys both maxing out these accounts?
I am. He isn't.
Why not? I thought there was going to be a big reason, like he isn't because
more so we childcare and healthcare is expensive, but we do save quite a bit to just regular savings, and I'm not sure if we should be transitioning from our regular savings into more retirement.
Well, let me ask you this: how much money do you have in that emergency reserve fund, in that regular savings?
So no. Emergency savings, we have $65,000, and then we do have a regular savings with $40,000.
Yeah, you're fine. I mean, are you going to use some of that money? You're going to have a baby, so you're going to stop working for a while, or what's the game plan?
Yes, I'll take regular. I'll take 3 months off, but I don't think we'll have to dip into that for that. But we will likely have to buy a new car soon.
Okay. Let's presume then that you take your 3 months off, you buy your car, and now you're going to deplete some of that savings. Mm-hmm. I would prefer, as long as your cash flow can absorb it, as long as, the whole daycare fiasco that is, being a parent and juggling all that stuff, as long as your cash flow can absorb it, as long as you've got that emergency reserve fund, tell your husband that you don't need to be saving up so much in regular savings. Just push it into that retirement account. He probably won't even notice it because it comes out, because it does come out pre-tax. It's a little bit, it's helpful in that respect. Mm-hmm. Once you guys are both maxing out those accounts and you feel comfortable and you're maintaining your emergency reserve fund, if you want to then save for college, then you would use a 529 plan. I might not do that immediately till you see how your cash flow absorbs the second child.
We are already contributing to a 529 plan.
And how much are you putting in there?
Currently the balance is $7,000 and we're putting in about $1,500 a year.
All right. So, even more importantly, again, talking about savings and what you're doing, your triage of your savings, like what comes first, is always going to be maxing out that retirement account. So maxing the retirement account is number one. Then you can do your 529 plan. And then, if you wanted to have a little bit of extra money because you knew something big was coming up, like another car, something else you're saving for something else, that's the next step. And I think you're in great shape because it sounds like you've done a tremendous amount of saving. I just want him to really focus on maxing out that 401k.
All right, we'll do that.
Okay, if you want to be like Andrea and want to come on the air with us, send us your questions. Let us know you want to be on the air. Bonus, you get to hear Mark's voice, and there's nothing better than that. Have a great rest of your weekend. Wash your hands, wear your masks, maintain your physical distancing, and try to lift someone up today. We'll talk to you tomorrow.